You never thought there'd be a day where you'd be actually jealous of your kids. But as you sit there and see your wife give them such love and affection, kisses and smiles, all the while you think to yourself, just 2 minutes ago, she looked at you with utter disgust that you would try to take a shower with her, that you would imply that you guys would have sex. She said, I can't even look at you, let alone touch you. I mean, it couldn't be that long ago where you guys were all over each other, where you guys would skip work together, just like two jackrabbits, right? Just at it constantly. And not too long ago, you guys did hook up and it was great. So why does she not want to have sex anymore? I mean, you wish you could just ask her logically, tell me what to fix. Because she says it's the headaches, it's the time of the month, it's just time in general, or she's stressed out. But you know that's all BS. There's a real deeper reason emotionally why she doesn't want to have sex. And one of the saddest things is to hear men just kind of give up and say, well, this is just my new reality. We just don't have sex anymore. It just happens to couples maybe as we get older, and there's nothing much I can do about it. But all the while, if she's no longer having sex with you, you start to question your own sense of self-worth. Are you unattractive? I mean, these thoughts start to pop up in your head because she's the woman that gives you the validation, because you're not going to go outside of the marriage, even though some men do. So what do you do? Is there even a way to reignite a sexless marriage, to go back to even better than it was before? Well, I want to let you know that a sexless marriage is more common than you think, especially if there's just a really big wedge emotionally between the two of you. So in this video, after working with hundreds of guys, I got testimonial calls and I see what causes that spark to be reignited. So the wife wants to connect physically and emotionally again. And I'm going to give you the top 3 things that you could do starting today in this video to have sex again with your wife. All right, so the first principle is to clean your neurological temple. There are 3 key neurons that I'm going to help you auto-fix that are going to make you the most masculine, attractive version of yourself. Things that you maybe have let fall off. Now, the first one is testosterone. First, I want you to do, most men watching this channel, the average age is about 45 years old. So check your testosterone levels. You may be in a healthy range, but you'd be surprised. I'm not a medical professional, but you'd be surprised once you get your testosterone fixed, the amount of energy, just magnetic aura you have that you used to have when you were younger is just, it will autocorrect so many things here, okay? So go get your blood work done, get your testosterone checked, and you can take it from there. But another way to help with testosterone is to quit watching porn. Now, I know a lot of guys that are in a sexless marriage, it's like, what, Josh? Like, you're telling me I can't do anything to get off? I had to sit there and just hold it in? And yeah, you actually do, because there's something called semen retention. And this is gonna sound super woo-woo and out there, just follow me, okay? It's like an ancient secret practice that a lot of people in the spiritual communities would do, and they would allow themselves to just harness that energy within themselves, okay? I used to help guys quit porn, and when they would go on semen retention or just not release for as long as possible, their magnetic aura would just shine. Like, guys' skin would get clearer, they would be more focused. It's that masculine essence inside of you that a lot of men just kind of willy-nilly throw away, okay? And if you think this is crazy, just try it for 30 days, even if it sounds crazy, because not only will your testosterone increase, but your ability to separate yourself from actually being needy around her sex, because you're able to control that urge, will also increase. And that neediness will evaporate, and she'll also feel that. The amount of benefits, I could do a whole video on this, and I think I have on the channel before, but just trust me, okay? Now, the next hormone I want you to autocorrect in your temple is dopamine. Now, by quitting porn, you're actually going to help reduce your dopamine intake a lot too, because watching porn activates 100% of your dopamine receptors, and so when you don't watch it, you feel lethargic. But if you're ever checking yourself scrolling through social media, whether it's Facebook or TikTok, or I know most guys don't watch TikTok, but social media like Instagram, and you're just mindlessly scrolling, been there, done that, you feel like crap after you. Not only that, but you're comparing yourself subconsciously to everything else that you're watching. And if you're seeing guys and couples that are happy and all this stuff, it's going to make you feel more depressed. And it's that energy is going to carry over into interactions with her, whether you are consciously aware of that or not, which bleeds into the third and final hormone, okay, which is cortisol, that stress hormone, okay? The higher cortisol you have, the less you live, the worse sleep you get, your muscle breaks down, you lose that. It is the stress hormone. And it was there to help us survive when we were being chased by a tiger. But when you're constantly putting yourself in this stressful state, she feels it too, okay? There's this idea called state transference where you feel how I feel, right? There's energetic presence between us. And if you're feeling anxious or depressed or stressed out, if you think she isn't picking up on that, you're ignorant, okay? She is subtly, and you're picking up on hers as well. But if you could put yourself in that stronger, just more powerful state where you're not watching porn, you are not stressed out. You're not scrolling through social media. You're more focused. And when you're more focused and you're more in this present moment, you're able to connect with her more authentically. You're able to pass her tests. She's able to feel that just connection between the two of you, which is what she has been missing. She is craving that. And all of this will end up creating a novel presence between the two of you, which will bring us to our next principle. Okay, the third principle is to be the farmer to her fruit tree. Now, I want you to imagine that she is this brilliant, beautiful fruit tree, this peach tree, if you will. And a lot of men think that a tree should just bear its fruit, but yet you are the farmer to the tree, which means you are the one that has to cultivate the soil, get rid of all the pests, make sure that, there's trimming the hedges and just there's no animals stealing the fruit all the time, right? It's your fruit. Okay, when you're doing these things successfully, when you are cultivating an environment for that fruit tree to thrive, naturally it will bear its fruit. Okay, now obviously your wife having sex with you and being in her feminine, her flowing feminine, and just being aroused and happy and safe with you is that fruit, the woman that you want her to be. But as the farmer, you have to make sure that you have all the correct masculine responsibilities in taking care of her, protecting her, providing for her, okay? And a lot of men, they fail to do this over the years, and then they get mad at the fruit tree for not bearing fruit, but yet you're the one that let the soil go rotten, that let the pests take over, that just never watered it at all, or didn't make sure there was enough sunlight. This is the realization that Killian had. You see, oftentimes when your wife has rotten fruit or there's no fruit in general, you'll just start to retreat and leave. But what happens to a tree if you start to take care of it even less? When Killian realized this, he was able to take more responsibility, take the lead, pass her test, do all these masculine things we teach here on this channel, and look what happened.
Right. Yeah, the attraction there is huge. Like our sex life has gotten like that's the one thing I have to say that we've always had a connection with and has always been good is our sex life, right? Even when we were bad, our sex life was good. But it always went like this. Like it would go better throughout time. It's always gotten significantly or gradually better throughout time. But now it went from like here to like, you know what I mean? It's just like that polarity that's there and that draw and that pull and the natural attraction that's there now. And her being like you said, being able to relax and just pull herself back and not be so stressed and have to be in her masculine all the time, because with me not taking care of she was constantly feeling like she had to mother me.
Now, I really want to double down on this thing that Killian just said with another clip from the Esther Perel talk.
There is no neediness in desire. Nobody needs anybody. There is no caretaking in desire. Caretaking is mightily loving. It's a powerful anti-aphrodisiac. I have yet to see somebody who is so turned on by somebody who needs them. Wanting them is one thing. Needing them is a shutdown, and women have known that forever, because anything that will bring up parenthood will usually decrease the erotic charge.
I never really said this on this channel before, and it really didn't click with me till now, but a lot of guys, they are acting like they are a child or a son. They want the wife to take care of them. She doesn't want a son, and that son to mother relationship is completely devoid of any sex, right? She wants that guy to take care of her. And as the masculine leader in the relationship, it is your role to take care of her. And as soon as you do, she is able to soften and open up, and that is the beauty, okay? Now, when you do these three habits successfully, when you are able to help her bear the fruit by being the farmer, you're able to clean your temple and add more novelty. These three habits will help you successfully cultivate the inner world of her that flourishes in her femininity, and that polarity with you and her will just be a natural attraction again, okay? Now, if any of this sounds good to you, you need more support, you want to have a free evaluation call for your marriage, click the link down below. Make sure you are fully committed to saving your marriage and improving it and just making it bear as much fruit as you possibly can, where you just are completely satiated. And I think you get the point. I'll see you in the next one.